Okay,
Are we good?
yeah, we're good.
All right. Calling the meeting to order on November 13th at 3:32 p.m. We'll start with attendance. Taylor?
Hello, everybody. All right, let's see. Hold on. It's hard with a spreadsheet. Beckett,
Here.
Oren,
Present.
Christina,
Here.
okay. Hold on, I put that in the wrong slide. Apologies. Is Natalie here?
Here.
She's
All right. I believe Sabrina is excused. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Emily?
That's that word, excuse.
Yes.
Okay. It's hard because of the spreadsheet. I have to look across on the spreadsheet and I keep getting lost. All right, Sam.
Here.
All right. I'm here. Clemmy.
Here.
Okay. Mitchell.
Here.
Okay. Brian.
Here.
Angel.
Here.
And then Kathy, I put Ava Zaleski under resigned and the date today. Is that okay?
Oh, I didn't know that. Did she resign?
Not officially.
Not officially. Okay.
Don't know what. How,
Yeah.
What?
Okay.
On that.
I'll
What is the proper
I'll
way
take.
exit?
They have to let you know. They have to send
Oh.
you officially. How did
Okay,
you
I'll wait.
resign?
All right, I'll wait on that. That's fine.
Did
Sorry.
she reach out to you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I thought I heard it from maybe Sam, but I don't think it was confirmed yet. So
No, she hasn't officially resigned. No.
Okay.
She's unexcused.
alrighty. We are all set on my end.
They've been excused because she's.
And she was here last time. She was late.
Yeah, Beckett, she was online.
About it. No, they're resigning at their own will.
All right, we're
All right, thank you. So let's approve the minutes for October 23rd. Second. Any opposed? Discussion? Opening it up for discussion? Any opposed?
No, all those in favor?
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now, any opposed?
Now, any opposed? And? Any abstention? There we go.
You'll get it someday, Sam.
Yeah, this time next year.
Yeah.
Actually, no. This is why I don't do theater. Alright, moving into our committees, Constitution Committee, Brian.
Yeah, we got stuff to talk about. Alright, so we met last Thursday because Kathy sent over to me. Nutrition Club changed the name of the club, so they changed their constitution. They are now called FORK, which stands for something that I keep on forgetting. It's like pretty much it's like for the knowledge of nutrition for students or something along the lines of that.
Well, do you have the agenda? You have to present the whole agenda.
Oh,
I mean, the whole constitution for them, for the rest of the SGA to approve. We'll have to pull up the whole constitution and present that to
I
SGA.
don't have
Nutrition Club is the one that is not the one that you sent. You sent over.
I know that because
The other one.
we didn't vote on that one yet.
Yeah, because we need more information. So I do not have that.
Can you pull that up, Kathy? 'Cause I don't have that with me.
Rewind. What? You don't have?
That acronym doesn't even sound right. Oh wait,
It was for. It was.
It was FORK.
Yeah, it's FORK. I don't remember what it stands for.
Nutrition
It's like four.
and
I don't know.
The acronym makes sense when you see it written out. Memory is just not at 100%.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
so does Constitution Committee have something to present to you guys?
Yes. I believe
I'm
Kathy was
trying
holding
to
up right
find,
now.
yeah, I'm trying to find it.
Right now.
Next time you need to be prepared with this, Brian.
Oh,
You're the.
it's the last time I never had to. Yeah. The last time, I don't even remember this was anything. No.
My computer's being super
How
slow.
many times have I done this?
Oh, yes, Taylor?
Yes,
Okay.
so Brian, are you just presenting the nutrition club or also the Green Society?
Just nutrition club, because Green Society, we still need to talk over. Yeah,
And we didn't meet Monday, correct?
no,
That's why that wasn't gone over.
yeah,
Okay, I'm just putting it in my notes. Thank you.
Yeah, we want to take some extra time to really go over it.
When are you meeting? When are you doing your meetings?
we did Thursday, but. We both looked at the new constitution and the old constitution that got sent to me, and it looked like identical
So
to
we want-
me and everyone.
Yeah, so we
So
want to take some extra time and.
I sent them both out to everyone.
They're not identical, cause Taylor showed me
Yeah.
what you sent her, and
Yeah.
it's two completely different.
Okay, well, when we were in the meeting, they looked identical, everyone.
But that's why I wanna take it, look properly with a fine tooth comb.
Cause one has the scholarship and the community service at the Garlic Fest, and then the new one that was removed.
Okay.
My computer's being so slow, sorry.
So our next meeting, we will actually go through that
When's your next meeting?
next Thursday.
Thursday through Thursday.
No, next Thursday is a full SGA meeting again.
Oh, really?
Well, it's two back to back because we had to
because of the
skip last
conference?
week. Yes,
Okay.
and SGA is required to
So,
meet twice a
On
month,
Sunday.
Okay.
and we weren't gonna
So
get
I
you
can-
in
I'll
this
just
month.
Find our time first for me.
Are you guys available to do it before this meeting next week? Like if you got a 2:30 or 3 o'clock or something?
I can do
I
no
can-
earlier than I can do no earlier than 2:30.
I guess- Yeah, I get a class at 3:05.
We can do 3 o'clock then, 3:05, once you guys get out.
Yeah, it shouldn't take long.
Well, as long as everybody has them both and you can compare, cause I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds like it's a lengthy thing
Yeah.
if you weren't able to do it previously.
Yeah.
Yeah, just looking at it, they looked almost identical, so I just wanted, part of it was we wanted to have them see side by side. Yeah, this is the. This
It
is
says on the bottom.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't believe how slow my computer is. Okay,
It says 125. I think so.
Page, this is the 2025
Should we do this meeting? No. Are you
okay,
confused?
let me share.
Okay,
Wait,
Okay, so here's the constitution, the amended
Becky, do
constitution.
you sit on any committees? Like, Ways and Means or Constitution?
Yeah.
Ways and Means, Board of Trustees.
for whatever reason, we're.
Oh, and then that's.
Yeah.
Okay, so the constitution for Fork is up here, so it's fueling our real knowledge of nutrition.
That's what it is. Fueling our real knowledge of nutrition,
Okay.
but the nutrition part isn't part of the acronym.
Okay. Um,
Getting our knowledge of nutrition.
so your job is to go over this and
We see no issue with it.
approve.
And yes, it was unanimously voted on the change in our committee. And then the purpose, they,
Oh, it's crossed.
it's like a mission statement in a way, they changed that.
Yeah, everything in the red is what they've added. Now, this one, I removed this
The
before I
advisory
sent
board?
it to you because they put that it was current, retired, or emeritus.
Yeah,
They can't, it has to be a current employee. It can't be retired or emeritus.
is that like school policy?
That's a school policy, yeah.
Okay,
That's a policy for all student organization advisors must be current employees.
okay,
So I removed that before I sent it to you, so
Okay.
this is the original that they sent me.
and then section 2, should attend at minimum 50% of meetings and events. And then their election, they're gonna hold at the beginning of the semester, not the middle or the end.
Well, most clubs do it. What they don't have here, and it doesn't look like they ever had it initially, was what semester.
Yeah,
Because usually the clubs specify either spring or fall.
yeah. Then I'm in the duties and officers, they added section 2. In the absence of a scribe, the vice president may be asked to record the minutes of the meeting and be responsible for the distribution of meeting minutes. For the president to be attached to the upcoming agenda. The president is to be attached to the upcoming agenda. And then. Section 4. In the absence of a scribe, the treasurer may be asked to record the minutes of the meeting and be responsible for distribution of meeting minutes to the president. And then they added. Regular general meetings shall be held at least twice per month during the academic semester. Additional meetings may be scheduled during the semester or recess periods as needed. The board reserves the right to convene closed meetings limited to board members for planning, coordination, or administrative purposes. And I looked it up, do you remember, or in the meeting, we looked up Robert's rules and that does comply.
Yes,
Yeah,
yeah, as I mentioned, I believe that's there inherently, but having it written out does not hurt.
Do you wanna open this?
Yeah.
And then hang on, is there more questions?
You can make your thing, Tim.
No, okay, so I make a motion to open discussion.
Well, to vote on it. The discussion happened.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
to vote on, okay, I make a motion to vote
to approve
on,
the
to approve.
fourth meeting,
Fourth
constitution as,
So moved.
Second.
Alright, now,
Is there any discussion about this or any questions?
Wait, where were we, why were we bringing up Robert's rules, where would that be added?
because
For the meetings, at the
Okay.
end where it says the board reserves the right to convene closed meetings, limited board members for planning. Coordination or administrative purposes.
the initial question was. Is that already inherent? And the answer is yes, but here they're just spelling it out and making it plain to everyone.
Okay,
yeah, and it's actually, yeah, are they allowed to do that? Yes, they are allowed to do it.
okay.
Yeah.
That was.
But any club officers, any type of a board can convene a closed meeting.
And this is a new club.
No, they're just changing their name.
Name.
Okay.
Updating it.
Yes, okay.
Nutrition clubs are around for a while.
Yeah, they used to be the A&P club.
Yep.
And then they morphed into the nutrition club, and now they want
This
to
one also
rename
they
themselves to
changed it.
Fork.
So I'm gonna continue to move that.
Okay, so, all in favor? I approve.
Aye.
Any, what's that word? Any opposed? Thank you. Any abstentions?
Aye.
The motion passed.
So you'll forward that to them, Kathy, you'll take care of that?
Yes,
Okay,
I will let them know it's been approved.
and then you'll work on that other plan.
Yep.
Alright. Ways and means, Angel?
Nothing to report, we didn't meet last week because of CCSLA.
Alright, and don't have anything to go.
Yeah, there's nothing outstanding.
Alright,
I can't believe that no one has like asked for.
Nobody has asked for any money from SGA.
good.
Typically, it happens more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Residents, good God.
They typically ask in the spring for stuff that they wanna do.
When they haven't, you know.
Student trustee bucket?
Nothing.
Nothing. Student advisory council, I believe that was last Monday. Oh, no, that one, sorry, that's, yeah, no, well, we met at CCSLA.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
didn't meet in person, we talked a lot about food insecurity,
Travel.
travel,
We talked about. I don't know, that was forever ago.
all
We
the
talked, food insecurity, travel, we talked about,
political opinions on campuses.
Yep.
How to navigate those, which I think we'll get into a little later, because we experienced some of that on campus while we were at CCSLI. So, yeah, like, we're still what feels like light years ahead of other schools and certain departments. So yeah, we have a lot to offer and teach them, and
we did, I also did connect with a few schools about how, I didn't really realize how far ahead we are of some other colleges up until then, because I didn't realize how many colleges didn't have like childcare. I feel like we're a very blessed campus to have childcare. So it was very good to meet with those people. I was able to like get them in contact with Anne, so maybe they could start their own at some point. So it was very good to meet all of those people in person.
Alright. Student body liaison.
Back to the political thing. A lot of students have been very upset about the protest that happened on campus. Unfortunately, fortunately, but unfortunately, I wasn't there, so it's not like I really know anything about it. So that's what's been talked about a lot on campus. And a lot of students don't think that like campus police are doing their job or stuff like that, but they're doing the best they can. Any thoughts?
Yeah.
I have a thought. It is, we are a public campus, it is their First Amendment right to protest. My issue with it is it was done in front of the Garrison Center where children are. And images of mutilated fetuses were shown where children are known to congregate. And there was also homophobic rhetoric being spread at the protest, which made me as a queer student feel unsafe walking in that area on campus.
I'll second the main point. Did not hear about any of the homophobic rhetoric. I also managed to completely avoid them that day. However, I do agree with it being right next to the Garrison Center. That was where I kind of felt
A little untouched.
a little out of that. If it was the other side, close to the school, I would have less of an issue. But with it being right outside the Garrison Center, that's where I was very that is what got me kind of
Yeah, hold up. Taylor, and then I'll go. Let's have a go.
Okay, so I have a question. So Beckett didn't like, hold on my brain. So Beckett didn't sit on a meeting, so Kathy, what would you like me to write in that section, like end of document, get some information from Beckett? Do you want me to put nothing to report? I just want to make sure I do the right thing. If that makes any sense.
Which one which one you
From
got?
the students.
Student body liaison.
What they presented to her as issues about the protesting.
Just summarize like what I said.
Yeah,
Okay.
what you should be doing is
Or I-
writing it all up and sending it to Taylor.
Right.
Anytime you give a report, you should be documenting it and sending it to Taylor. It shouldn't be Taylor's responsibility to write everything down because there's so much room for error that way. So anyone that gives a report is supposed to do that in writing.
And also just a reminder, probably Sam will go over this, but make sure you send your meeting minutes to me instead of like a peer, because if you send it to them and then for some reason I don't get it, I wasn't aware. So just be like mindful and just send me your minutes and yeah, just a good reminder. That's okay.
Thank you.
That way I get everything. And it's not dependent on another person to send me. So thank you guys.
Brian.
Okay, this is the first time hearing of this whole protest. Now I know what Garrison is. So was this just a random group of students or was this a club that?
Yeah, so what I gather is that it was 3 individuals who are alum from here.
So they're not even current students.
That's what we call. No, they're not.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, like, from assessing the situation, from what I've heard, I think that the issue doesn't really lie in towards what they were protesting. Obviously, it was harmful and harmed students because they were spewing rhetoric that some of our students identify as, which is LGBTQIA+. But I think an issue lies within the policy around protesting, for students protesting, because these were not students, that our state rules and regulations don't apply to them with protesting. Yes, they have to make Jason aware of them being protesting, but I think students, all students on the campus, if an outside organization is coming in, they should be at least known if they're coming to protest. And I think that's like a right all students should have, that if someone's coming to protest on our campus, you should be made aware. Do people agree or not?
Doesn't matter whether you agree or not. The legal counsel will say that they were within their right.
Really?
Because we are a public institution, we're
Yeah.
open to the community, anybody has access to this campus.
That is.
But not letting students know, we don't have to let students know.
Well, I don't think. Do you have to schedule when you're protesting?
I don't know all the ins and outs, from what because again, I wasn't here. From what I understand, they did everything they were required to do. They had a right to be in that location. They didn't impede people going around. Legal counsel did say. You know what, if the Garrison Center doesn't like it, they can close their shades so that people can't see it. Whether we agree with that or not,
Yeah.
doesn't, if that's what the law says.
Mhm.
There's not a whole lot you can do about it.
So students do not have to be made aware if an outsider really.
Not to the best of my knowledge.
It makes sense, I mean.
Because we're
whether
a
you
public
agree or
institution.
not, we are a public institution.
If we were a private institution, totally different,
Which is why,
totally different.
the last few years with all the protests at Harvard, at Yale, all these other big schools, all these private schools, that's why it's a big reason as to why they're able to put in those restrictions, because they're not directly beholden to the First Amendment in the way that we are.
Right.
Right. That's why I know there's been protests at other, like, public, like Pittsburgh State, they had
Yep.
protests and stuff. And whether you liked it or not, there was nothing that, like, you couldn't call, like, Pittsburgh police and have them come and
That
deal with it, cause
They
it's a
have-
public institution.
they have the right to free speech. Whether you agree with that is irrelevant.
Right, and whether you agree what they're saying is irrelevant.
And I just want, like, as student government and, whatever, we have to hold ourselves professionally, not, we hold back our opinions and, just be the equal ground. So, just keep that in mind when we're out in the world. Alright, all good on that?
I have one more question. Yet again, was Leanne present for some of these students? Does anyone know that?
I mean,
I would assume so.
I would-
We were on campus, so I don't know.
Right, that is true.
just like
I mean-
every other day of the week, she probably has meetings.
Yeah, and I know that, I know that probably goes for practical students a whole lot more than, I don't know.
And we also have the 24/7 service, you can make a phone call.
Right, that is true.
So we always have something.
Alright. Good. Academic Senate, we had a meeting last week, or weeks ago at this point. We talked a lot about the hybrid classes and how students, well, they're finding that students are struggling. Because they've either come from online classes and been using AI and don't know what they need to know for these in-person classes. So they're seeing a lot of that.
Wait, what?
Some people are having, people are using AI on their online classes and for their work. And when they're doing the hybrid classes on in-person work, in-person classes, they don't know the information. They're struggling. So, that's something to think about. I don't know.
I was just like,
Any of that, but
my question is like, what is like the question, like,
there's no question, this is just what.
It's just a
faculty is doing with
report.
stuff. Yeah,
So what they're saying is students are they're passing online, but they can't,
then,
Formal
they're
classes.
struggling in person, and they don't know what's happening.
because they,
Makes sense.
You rely on AI.
which is another whole.
Don't worry, I have plenty on that one. Eventually.
So that was a big part of it, and then Jason came in and we talked more on the nurse situation, and it's more of like a mental health specialist or that kind of direction rather than like a nurse or what we think of like a school nurse is. Still not clear, they have ideas, maybe bringing in someone part-time or like trying to figure out either bringing in someone full-time and having Leanne and this person work out an on call for a couple hours a day or something like that. That we've heard that other schools they work with outside companies. So whether they can call them or someone can come in person, but they're they're outsourcing for that, so that's something that could be looked at. So right now it's just looking at options, nothing has been discussed. I was hoping Jason was here because he had more on this than I did, but
Yeah.
that's kind of, it's still in the air and very unclear. But like we were saying too, we want students to be adults, and these things do happen and you don't always have the access to to a mental health specialist and kind of maybe helping students or, you know, have these skills to deal with it themselves or, you know, work towards that is also very important, so. Just some stuff to think about on that. Student Success Committee. Taylor, Mitchell.
Oh, we can't hear you.
Teaching. You're muted.
You're still muted.
Sorry, I had my selfie on. I have like 3 tabs open right now, so I apologize for that. Got a bunch of stuff open. Okay. Yeah, so I took the notes. Mitchell was not able to make it, so I'll try to keep this brief, but so I'll just give some key points, and if you feel like reading the minutes when I send them out, feel free. They discussed stop out trends and concerns, so about like retroactive students. If they come back, they discussed stop out dates and also barriers. Let's see. They're also discussing if some policies are helpful or harmful to students and their success. And then some faculty just have concerns and discuss practical solutions to potentially help with that. They brainstorm some ideas to work on. They're looking at reinstatement data from a faculty member that will present that over 3 years, just trying to see reinstatement to completion data and how that kind of helps or hurts students, for example. They discussed add dropout dates, like no-show classes, and then they also talked about like buffer to see if students can complete online or sit in a classroom. And also there's specific tracks for say like nursing or human services, and discussing like I'm trying to think for a second. Like if the tracks, like if stuff they're taking at the Mount is what they have to take care, but if they transfer to another school, like what might be more important, I guess, courses to take. Let's see, going down the line here. Let's see. I'm just going quick because there's a lot. They discuss potential refresher courses. So say if someone's been out of college a long time, the active placer test, I think you can place your own like math and English, and they're kind of seeing, the professors are seeing a struggle with students, struggling with like, you know, writing skills, discussing like APA format, MLA. Let's see, they discuss food insecurity as well, and the student emergency fund. But they mentioned that it can only help to a certain extent to students, but they only give it like a lot, a certain amount out for everybody. They discussed basic needs. They were concerned about over break, students who utilize the food pantry, where students aren't there for about a month, so trying to figure out maybe how they could help them. They also talked about food donation on professional day to also help students. And they had similar idea for like Winterfest, like have a giving table, food donations, gift cards, basic needs like toiletries and what have you. So sorry that was long, guys, but that was a lot to write. So
Mitchell, I love your scarf.
Thank you very much. Got it from Seth. It's like a gift.
I know, I was like, is he wearing a wreath over there?
He's getting into the moves with Steve.
I quickly forgot to mention something on the academic senate, and back to like the nurse situation. Another idea that was brought up was I don't know how they called it, but it was like a student. So a student would be trained on how to deflect, is that the word I want, or like bring down these situations, so they'd be accompanied by campus police.
Wait,
So like they'd be, so I don't know if you'd apply for this or Jason would.
So there would be students that would be trained to
Yes,
de-escalate. Thank you. I can feel the name.
Yeah, I feel like you would be, so the student who is struggling would be assisted by
Another student.
another student and the police. So it wouldn't be like student police, it
Would
would
this
be
be a paid position? Would it be
No.
volunteer?
from what I'm gathering, it would be a volunteer and
This is something the academic senate is proposing.
it wouldn't be a nurse, it would be like just like I don't wanna say it though.
Sam, do you mean like a human services, like major person, like something along the line of like someone who's in nursing sort of thing?
Yeah, like a student support type of.
So,
That's what I was thinking too, is like, is that more conflict?
well, I mean, we have like student peers, but not in that role,
I
you
feel like
know.
that's a trained professional should be.
True, and I mean, where are, you know, how are you gonna find that student when you need them? Cause you're not, this isn't gonna be a planned situation.
No, yeah, my thought is that then would be, yeah, there would be like, I'm not totally sure, I would assume that would be like a couple of them.
But still, what if they're all, what if none of them are available? You know, they're gonna be in a different class,
I feel like that's the issue we're gonna run into.
right, and I think,
Is.
just personally, so when I used to work a million years ago in the corporate world, we had a number of people, because we didn't have a nurse in the building. We had a number of people that were trained in like first aid and CPR. And we would respond if there was a situation.
But that's different, because students are in classes, you were at work.
Right, but what I'm saying is, so as opposed to doing students, why not
Faculty.
train faculty and staff?
Yeah, that's true.
Because we're all here.
That's also a lot of pressure to put on a college student.
Yeah, yeah. I think, I mean, it should be faculty and staff that are trained.
Like, as someone who's trained in like CPR and like stop and bleed personally, like, I could respond to like a situation, but like also, that's a lot.
It is, yeah. Yeah,
Like,
I agree that
that's
it wouldn't
like-
be,
My full-time job unless I'm getting paid, you know what
Right.
I mean? For,
and, right, and it
like, I
could,
wouldn't do it for free.
and I
Like,
mean.
if there was an emergency and it was right in front of me, I would do that, like.
Well, like
having
having that be a role
Check
on
it,
there you go.
campus. Yeah.
I could see that as an interesting co-op opportunity for
For, like,
human services. But we'd have to get a lot of stuff figured out for it to be viable.
Right, and then that would, then that you'd have to have somebody,
Emergency.
Mental.
Okay.
you'd have, if you did it as a
It's a
co-op,
physical thing that-
you'd have to have them scheduled at certain times.
Yeah.
Have to what? What was that?
You'd have to, if you did it, as Orin said, co-op, you'd have to have students scheduled at certain times, so like you're working. Your co-op. And you're sitting there and waiting if there's going to be a call.
Yeah.
That's not a great co-op, because if you never have a call, you don't get any training.
Yeah.
That's not a real co-op situation. I mean, I think personally, I think if they just had, and I mean, trainings, faculty and staff, you run into issues with the unions, but we have a lot of non-unit people, like I'm not in the union. So we could require non-unit professionals to be trained. So people that are in director roles and above.
Like being a student who's going through it, yeah, do you want a student?
Like, as a student,
No.
I would want another,
No,
I would
you
not
would-
want one of my peers to know that I'm having a mental crisis.
Exactly.
Like, I would like keep them away from me.
Yep.
Like, please. I also wouldn't want my faculty to know, because that could affect how they treat.
Well, and again, that's gonna happen with any other person. This is why you have people that this is their job. This is why this is the job of campus police.
Right.
You know, like I said, when I worked in the corporate world, we didn't have a nurse on staff. We had security. I initially was building maintenance and I was a first responder, but then I became security, and that was my job. I was the first to respond for emergencies in the building. That's what we did.
Things to think about. Right, let me see. Student success student, academic environment and technology committee.
Yes. So we started off with an update from Kim about the Blackboard Ultra pilot and the Respondus pilot. It seemed that both are going well. I apologize, I don't understand the Respondus pilot 100%, so I'll definitely follow up with Kim. Let's let me, you have a better understanding? I will follow up with Kim and get a proper understanding of that. When I send you my notes in a few, probably tomorrow evening or tomorrow afternoon. On the note of the Ultra pilot, I actually do have access to the student pilot. I'm going through that, and I will have a list of notes to present tomorrow when the Blackboard committee meets. And I will also be more than happy afterwards to share what I'm seeing and what there is in the ultra policy, so all of you can get an idea of what ultra will look like once. Once in the spring and the fall, everything is fully moved over. So you can get a look and try and understand how things work. The rest of the meeting was entirely about AI. There's a lot of concern. A lot of it's well founded. And ultimately the long and short is we need more information. We want to know how to work with AI. When is it appropriate to work with AI? And we need to have discussions between the various committees that are touched upon. So academic, so there's a whole bunch, and they're probably going to start meeting together and trying to push for more education on AI in the spring. So do look out for that. There's probably going to be a few joint meetings, especially early on in the semester on this topic. It's for good reason. It's a topic of hot debate.
Also, quick, Orin, student success also discussed that as well. So I know, committees are chatting. So sorry, I just wanted to.
Yeah. Good on that. I'm good. That's everything I have.
You're what, tomorrow. All College Forum. Mitchell, Emily, Natalie, did they meet though?
Yeah, they did.
Did anyone go?
Emily is it?
I'm trying to think, college forum,
Was last Tuesday. Yeah.
I was at that meeting, wasn't I? I don't even.
Come on,
remember.
Abby.
I'm telling you, last Tuesday was eons ago. Yes, I was at that meeting. I don't recall if there were any students there.
She didn't go. Emily isn't here. I don't know if Emily went. Mitchell, did you go?
No.
No?
No, I didn't get any confirmation on, well, not any email on that. I don't believe so. Last time I checked my email. So,
So I sent out all your emails to the chairs and the who runs those meetings, so you should be getting those updates or Zoom links or whatever it is. I can confirm on that.
So all college forum, their next one is December 2nd.
And there's multiple people on these committees, so it's, you kind of have to have at least one person there.
And
That's
that's,
the point of doubling up.
yeah, they're meeting in H140, which is the North Calf. So those that are on the committee, mark that down.
It's 12:30.
12:30 on the North Calf.
Alright. Alright, so in that meeting, Kathy, was there anything that stands out that we should know, or we're good?
I don't even remember going to the meeting. Hang on, let me see if I can.
Kathy, I did just put in on the All College Forum in my notes that the next meeting's December 2nd, just so it's in there.
Yeah. Let me see, what was the agenda? If I look at the agenda, I might remember what was discussed.
Yeah, I know you got it.
Actually, it was a short meeting, I recall that now. President Vanderhoeven gave his update, which again, it was just talking about enrollment and that we have the highest enrollment out of all of the Massachusetts public institutions this semester. And we're all feeling that.
Like, not just community colleges.
All Massachusetts public institutions, there's 29 of them.
Wow.
We have the highest enrollment from the state. Mhm.
We beat UMass.
So, Jay Bry talked about the capital projects, which are the long-term building projects. There was a lot of discussion about the asbestos abatement, which is gonna be happening in the spring, which we have all heard about. And I don't remember anything specific about that. Dan Susi spoke from Academic Senate, which was pretty much the same that you just gave. Missy Sargent talked about course dog. which doesn't have a direct effect on students.
Horse dog.
Course Dog. It's a new software the college is going to be using to schedule classes and rooms. So, and the intent is so that there's not overlap of, like, was it Beckett and I were looking for a class and they were teaching, the class was offered by two different professors at the exact same time, same day. Like, that gives a lot of flexibility for students. So Course Dog is gonna help eliminate that. And it's gonna help eliminate some of the issues we have with room reservations. So one of the things that right now, it used to be that the student center, you just booked it through me. It has now become a bookable space. It has to be, so a regular facilities reservation form needs to be completed, but then I have to approve it, the final approval, to say, yes, we can use it for that. But, so that's gonna be in Course Dog, so that if somebody wants to book a space, it's just gonna work better in helping to alleviate some of the conflicts in scheduling rooms and whatnot. That's not going into full effect, I don't think, till the summer. I think they're piloting some stuff in the spring to test it out, but there's been a lot of work behind the scenes on that. Yeah, and then we had an official preliminary enrollment figures presentation, which, just says that, yeah, our numbers are way up. Highest they've been in 10 years.
What are we at, like 5,000?
No, I did a report yesterday for IDs and we're at 4,654, something like that, currently registered students. So a year ago, we weren't even touching 4,000. So that's a very high enrollment. And it is gonna be difficult in the spring when we move to, there's gonna be classes during what is known as the common hour. So that is, we're all trying to plan ahead for that. But those of you that are registering may have seen that there are classes being offered at 12:30. So,
And I know that was concern of some students that they couldn't attend events because of that time frame.
Yeah.
Is that pretty much what's gonna happen though?
we don't have a choice. There's no choice because
Yeah, so-
there just aren't enough rooms in the building for them not to utilize that time.
So will that affect meetings then? Because I know a lot of the meetings are at 12:30.
Right, so I think Mondays, I think they're not doing classes on Mondays at 12:30, so that committee meetings will still happen.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna have effect on student organizations.
Right.
Because every day, there's multiple student orgs meeting at 12:30. So I until we see it happen, we can't really see what the impact is gonna be. It's definitely gonna be an issue though. But there's no way around it, we just don't have the building space, especially with the amount of students we have. Now, I mean, I haven't really looked, most of us know that at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, this place is pretty dead.
Yeah.
There's very few classes.
Starts to die out around then.
Right. Would an option have been, let's start doing 2 o'clock classes from 2 to 5? Is that a better option? I don't know.
I know one of my classes is gonna be from 2 to 3:20 instead of 1:45 to 3:05.
Yeah. So that could be, maybe they are putting some more classes, so maybe we won't be a ghost town from 3 to 5 in the spring, I don't know. But I know, lots of, as far as programming goes,
Yeah.
we're looking at doing fewer performances, like we had a performance today.
Yeah.
Had a decent turnout, but we're doing fewer of those because why should we bring in a performer if we can only get 10 people in the room? So, and we're gonna try to do more, long-term things that run for 4 to 6 hours that people just drop by and do.
Right.
But
Alright, I will be moving on. Marketing committee, Angel.
We didn't meet.
Hmm?
We didn't meet.
Teaching and learning committee, Christina and Natalie. Natalie, do you wanna go first?
She goes away.
Oh, you okay, Christina, were you able to do teaching and learning committee?
I wasn't able to attend. I was at a doctor's appointment.
Okay. Do we know when that is, when that meets, and we're good for next time?
I think it's supposed to be Wednesdays.
so the next meetings are. Calendar.
I know Candace is the chair of it.
Oh,
So it looks like curriculum committee is December 15th,
curriculum committee.
and that's a different. who's committee meetings?
Thank you.
Academic Senate is the first.
Class there, something.
So.
Oh, college committees are December 8th.
Number 8.
Yeah.
So curriculum and academic.
You're in line.
I did both of those, my class starts at, it's like the committee starts at 12:30. There's been a few times I've been able to, because my professor cancelled so much, there were a few times I've been able to attend, but I'm usually.
And those stay the same next semester,
The meeting.
like the meeting schedule.
So you said Monday should.
It's usually Mondays. Let me just see if I can find. If I have.
Cause we can reevaluate that next semester. When we know what's up.
Yeah, curriculum committee is February 2nd.
February. Oh, next semester.
Yeah.
Right. And we haven't until February?
I'm just looking for next semester. I'm not seeing. I'm not seeing the other committees yet. I'm not sure why.
I would be surprised if Blackboard's gonna stay on Fridays. We tend to like Fridays.
Yeah, it works great. And. That's tomorrow. No, that was tomorrow.
Blackboard will be meeting tomorrow.
What was I just wait, what was I after? I lost it. Teaching and learning, nothing to present today. Okay. Affirmative action. Angel.
So we met. Wait a second. Okay, we met twice. The day of karaoke was the day I attended, and I'm pretty sure I couldn't have attended the next Monday because I had other responsibilities. But the day of karaoke, I was only able to attend for 30 minutes because literally that 30-minute mark, I had another meeting. And I'm gonna briefly go over what we said, and then I'm gonna go ask Brittany for access to the meeting notes because I don't have access to Outlook to present that. Give that to Taylor, I mean. But so what we went over is that they think of proposing a new system where I don't know the word for this, but basically no, that's not the right word for this. But basically we're LGBTQIA students and POC students and basically students who are I don't know the word. It's not students from minority groups.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be the right word. Where they have an access, they're trying to create a system where they can like report to them Like I didn't really, it's still in the works, but they were trying to create like a kind of system where they can report to them and with changing like some of the policies around the schools based on some of the things that they receive from students. It's something that's still in the works and they might have had a name for it, but I was still kind of confused and I wasn't there for the whole thing. So what I'm telling you guys, like in the meeting notes, it will be better. Like I was kind of confused while I was there too. So yeah, they were asking me. They were like, "Angel, how does this sound?" I was like, yeah, I didn't know.
Alright, we'll get a better grasp on that and then you can let us know.
Yeah,
Yeah, when we switch over students from Gmail to Microsoft Office, you won't have any more issues
Sure.
accessing Teams. That's one of
Kathy,
the.
do you know when those emails will, would that be like the summer they change it or the
They're
spring?
looking
the
at the
outlook?
summer, before they start.
I won't be here, so I was just curious.
Yeah. That's something I had actually happened to run into the CIO, the Chief Information Officer. And I mentioned that SGA will probably invite him to a meeting to get some more direct information about that.
Um. So then LMS.
Yep, nothing to report. I will have a proper report at our next meeting.
Also, Mitchell, you're supposed to be on that committee as well.
What, LMS?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're getting the emails about it.
No, I did not get an email about that.
Okay.
You.
I can just like forward it to him. I can forward you the Zoom link.
Who leads that?
Kim Colangelo.
Yeah.
I have a quick question for Mitchell. Did you get the email for student success? I saw that you were listed. I assume you couldn't like show up. I was just curious. Make sure you got it.
Student success. Let me take a second to check that real quick. Yes, I think I should have. Yes. Yeah, I did.
Curriculum committee? The curriculum committee, I have Clemmy and Emily, if we were able to attend.
So if Clemmy is unable to attend, maybe you should appoint somebody else to that committee, since Emily isn't able to attend the meetings to.
When is that?
Or
Do we know what dates?
that's the next one is.
This is 12 February.
It's 12:30 to 1:30.
It is December 15th. It's the next one. It's a Monday.
December 15th.
Yeah.
I don't think. Oh,
That's the one meeting that's not at the same time as all the other committee meetings. I don't know why, but.
Kathy, what time is that meeting on that? The
12:30.
15th?
12:30.
12:30. So I'm available. I'm willing to at least take that one on that date. Is everyone okay with that? Like a backup or something?
That one, I believe, is only in person though, just so you know.
Oh, yeah, that's fine. I can come to campus because Harry's the student success is like the Monday before on like the 8th or 9th. So I'll show up in person and that way you have someone there because I'm available. Works for that.
Yeah.
No problem.
Sounds good. Mark liaison.
Alright, actually, let's talk about all of the stuff Jason already knows about. So Sabrina already talked to Jason about this, but she emailed me that at Monument Square in Leominster. A lot of other buses in the Leominster Pittsburgh route are stopping there, so the intercity bus, it can't really stop so much. So it kind of just, some people have been missing the bus because they can't see it coming. And since the bus drivers can't see people waiting, they just don't think anyone's waiting for the bus, so they just drive right by. So he said he was going to talk to Mark about that. Another thing I've realized lately, in taking the bus more in the mornings than the afternoon, where the bus stop is on lot B, people are parking right where the terminal is to drop off and pick up their kids or their friends or whoever. To the point that some bus drivers, the cars are here the bus is here and there's like people off, but
Yeah,
some of them are getting more irritated and
Yeah,
they're
some don't care.
honking and they're saying you need to.
That was the
And just
root
the
of
right-
our issue last year.
Yes.
When we ran the curve,
Yes,
is people were there,
and when I talked to Jason, he told me about it.
so that when you're coming into lot B and then turning,
Yes,
we don't want people parking there at all or just close to that turn.
no, just close to the turn and where the terminal is.
Yeah,
And there's a sign right on the bus stop, like.
No parking.
Whatever,
No
it says no parking bus.
Yeah,
So
but-
he said he would talk to the chief. And maybe have campus police patrol that a little more often, just in the mornings.
Yeah, when the buses arrive.
Yeah,
It might
just,
make the like turn look a little bit more ugly, but there's also the option, if possible,
Yep.
to get those painted like cross lines in that area.
yeah.
To like
That,
clearly put, you're not supposed to be there.
I think if it becomes an issue, maybe I could we could talk about that with Jason, I think he might think it's a good idea to do.
I mean, it became dangerous at point.
Yeah, it did.
I know,
Yeah, it was
I read
not
it
fun.
in the Gardner News, this was when I sent it to you.
Yeah,
That they were trying to put a stop sign in speed bumps.
I don't know if that's gone anywhere. I don't know if that was just talk and they were.
Stop sign, speed bumps on campus.
Yes, they were, I'm pretty sure they were talking to Jason about it. I just don't know if they're still talking about that.
Well,
or-
if that's a thing, maybe presenting lines while we're, redoing that.
Yeah.
Turn.
Yeah, so. Yeah,
Um,
that's all I got.
so the 145 intercity bus Fitchburg Leominster, we switched buses. So going home from here, we switched buses at City Hall.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes that bus isn't always there, so students are waiting, or students are left behind waiting for another bus because they're getting off of a big bus onto a small bus. So I know it's a driver thing, that they have to have the right driver for that.
Yep.
Bus amount, so when that doesn't work out, those are the issues that we're dealing with.
One, actually, I just thought of it, it's more of a ridership than a driver issue. A lot of people are just used to the intercity bus being super late. So they get out there 10-20 minutes after the time it's supposed to be there. Lately, I don't know if it's a new driver, he's been coming pretty much on time, maybe a minute or two late.
Yeah.
So some people are coming out 10 minutes later and they're like, I missed the bus,
Yeah.
and they're stuck here till 5, but. That's not the driver's
No,
fault,
no,
he's on time.
Previous afternoon driver was an absolute speed demon and would often come in either early or late.
I think
And
the issue is students being on a bus, then being removed out of that bus, can't get on the next one, now they're waiting.
But no,
For the next one to run
Yeah.
through.
part of the issue is if you're waiting for the 5 o'clock bus. And you're used to the bus being either super early or super late, and once in a while on time.
So it's nothing- so
Then
that's
that's the last bus.
That's what we're talking about. We're talking about a group of people being on a big bus.
Yeah.
Getting to the next station, and then there's a small bus,
Yeah,
so
so
not
I-
everyone can get on. That-
No, but I was discussing for here.
Yeah.
Cause even
But yeah.
too,
The 5 o'clock bus is the last bus. If you miss that, you gotta pay $30 at least.
cause
To get
even if you take bus 2, it brings you to City Hall and there's no bus after that going.
The only bus that goes from this area to Leominster is the intercity. When you miss the 505, you are done.
Mhm.
And you're paying again. At least around $30 to get back to Leominster Fitchburg if you're trying to go that way.
But isn't that up to students to be at the bus stop?
Oh, it is.
Yeah, but when you're used to it being, plus minus 20.
No,
No,
Yeah,
no,
the
it'll
bus
be there
stop.
when it's scheduled.
Yeah, you get to the bus stop when it's supposed to be there.
And
If you're late because you think that the bus is gonna be
Yes.
late, that's on you.
I mean, honestly, I take bus 2 almost every single day home, and I know. Normally he gets there around 3:45 and he's supposed to be there at 3:30. I still get there for around 3:20 just in case he comes on time.
Because
Yes.
that's just good.
That's what he says.
Right.
Like.
So like I said, it's more of a ridership problem than an actual driver problem.
That part.
Yes,
that part.
Yeah, the ties in.
Not
We
that
love
there's really
it.
a fix to that.
But I think the second part is just between they don't have access to drivers,
Mhm.
like.
Yeah.
They, some days, like. While we, like, transitioning, cause you guys now, you mostly transition from big bus to big bus, but only some days the small buses, because they don't have that driver that day.
And I've also
And then, yeah, I mean, like, there's no.
And I've also realized sometimes in the mornings, I'm not sure because I'm not in Fitchburg or anything like that area. They're using the bigger bus for bus 2. Are they using the big bus in the morning for the MWCC?
Yes, they have, yeah.
I didn't know if they only had one big bus and they're
You know,
bus 2.
And they've been pretty good about.
12:45 is the only one that stops there to switch.
Okay.
And that I think is because they switch their, like, it's their, yeah, like their shift is over.
Yes.
So that's the only time they switch, as far as I know. Is the 5 o'clock smaller than?
It's big usually.
It's usually big now, for a long time.
We haven't had the small bus issue, the only time we've had it is switching over.
And also they've been pretty good about it. I remember one time there was like a tiny bus that came at like 12:45 for all the students. We only had to wait like 10 or 15 minutes and they brought another big bus for us
Yeah.
because they knew what it.
I mean, they are
doing
doing a better job than they could be, obviously. It's just
It's definitely gotten better, but there's obviously, there's still progress to be made.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, Taylor.
I'm like, dude, no, I'm kidding. So, my brain, okay, so with the drivers, which you all might be aware of this, or some might not, is that some drivers, you have to have like a special license, like a Class A license to drive a big bus. So I
Yeah.
think what's happening is like, certain drivers can only drive certain like buses, so when we swap, like someone who, you have to have a Class A to drive a big bus, so if they have no one, when we switch over, that's why the smaller vans are smaller buses, because different drivers are certified to drive different size buses, if that makes sense. So I think that's more than likely part of the issue, and also they might not have a lot of Class A drivers like to take a Mount Wachusett bus, because all the ones in Fitchburg Lemons are the big ones and they can all drive like Class A. So I know probably the driver's availability to be able to, drive a big bus. So that's where, and I think that's why we're seeing bus swapping to like small buses. I don't know if you guys knew that, but that's part of the issue. And it's hard because what are they going to do? You can only get like so many people to drive. So
On external reports, so I don't have Jason or Candace here, so we can move on unless anybody knows anything. Alright, we are moving on to old business. We have the wreath decorating committee, Natalie, Emily. Clemmy, Mitchell, Ryan, you've met,
Yeah.
decided on a theme,
Yep.
did you gather your wreath?
Yep. Yeah, that's our wreath right here.
Mitchell
Just
wearing
picked
it.
it up, I believe, yesterday.
What is the thing?
It's like a festive Ferris wheel, so then it's a Ferris wheel, it's gonna have lights around it, and then I don't know if you know about these things called pom pals or little stuffed animals. They're gonna be in each of the like seats of the Ferris wheel, and they're gonna hold a gift card, and then we're also gonna have like a gift basket on the side with some more things in it. Yeah.
So kind of like a winter carnival.
Yeah, and then
type
put
thing.
the ornaments on it too, and
Yeah.
lights, and they'll actually light up too.
Yeah.
So just get whatever you need to order or buy and. If
I put
so
in
order
the,
it.
when we met, I put in the gift card,
Yeah, I got that. All
and
set on
I
that.
put in just the whole, the student government was doing it.
Yeah, no, I got all of that.
Okay.
So we're all good on the gift cards.
Probably at some point this weekend, I will send you like a list of everything.
So you're gonna do a purchase request.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I know we. Discussed but haven't ever figured anything out on the appreciation gift / goodies.
Yeah.
For campus custodial and CAF staff, are there immediate ideas? And how many people are we talking? Like if we were to put like a head count ish or.
There's like 13 facilities.
Oh, no, there's way more than that.
No, because there's overnight as well.
Oh, yeah.
You gotta,
Don't
there's
you
a second
see?
shift, and you're not even thinking about like the electrician, HVAC guy, plumber. There's a lot of people you never see.
Outside groundskeeper.
Yeah, groundskeepers.
It's a big team.
Do you know like a rough estimate of how many you probably got?
For facilities, rough estimate, I'm gonna say 30-ish.
Okay, and then campus police.
Campus police is,
10.
yeah, I think it's
So
10.
we're
or
like
10.
40.
CAF staff.
Yeah.
That's
It's another 10.
Probably 12, I would say, maybe.
I ever see like.
So that's an we're at like 52.
Yeah.
Can we afford that?
Let's round up to 60 just so we have extra.
Well, that's the thing, what are we doing? My thought is an event or anything like that isn't really gonna work, cause everyone's schedule.
Yeah,
My original thought was like little gift bags or goodies that we let them know it's in this room or in their break room, they can go grab it, it's
Yeah.
for them.
I thought we were gonna be dropping off.
Or we can drop off.
Yeah.
No, we wanted
That was
just,
my thought.
we wanna make it easy for everyone involved. And it just needs to be something quick, nice. I don't know what that looks like, 50 people.
I just had an idea.
What's that?
We do, well, we're coming to winter, so can we do hot cocoa and chocolate in gift bags? So you get some Lints and Ghirardellis, and whatever for hot cocoa and sort of things like that, in a cute little gift bag that you get at like Party City. That's what I'm thinking for the size.
No, that's true.
It would be simple. It would, and honestly, I'd be happy anything to get chocolate, so there is that bias. I am a freak for chocolate, that's so, but it'll be, I think it could be a lot of fun, especially. I know the maintainers, especially the second shift maintainers, they do have a
Oh, interesting.
you have a thing. That can get expensive, but it's something worth looking into. We don't need to go with the name brand if we think it's a good chocolate, though, that's the thing. Cause I know that Lindt and Ghirardelli in particular are two rather expensive ones, but good reason, they're
Yeah.
good.
And then,
Cause in reality, it needs to be about $5 now. We are already, so something like the hot chocolate or whatever it's called.
yeah,
It doesn't have to be a. Yeah, it can't be.
Sure.
For 50 people.
yeah, yeah.
Get a bunch of Swiss Miss like family packs of that. No, I'm kidding. No, you need a lot of that.
Is there a budget
I'm
for
just
that?
kidding.
No, because we were still figuring out an idea.
Yeah, cause I can tell you right now, if we do. The chocolate as a whole, it's gonna be a lot more than $5 a bag if we do, but if we wanna keep the $5 bag, that's gonna make it a lot tougher. If we want it to be really nice.
Do we think $8 a bag is sufficient?
I don't
I
think we
mean,
should
we
do
spent-
it
Do you-
per bag, like, I don't think we should.
Well, not per bag, but like kind of think about like one of those, like
So are
that
you-
bag and then.
Like a rough estimate of how much it would be total, yeah.
so are you gonna do? An individual bag, are you like, do you want names of everybody and
No.
do you,
No,
you don't wanna personalize each bag?
I think that's just,
So you would just say, okay, there's, 10 campus police officers, so you give 10 bags and they pick and choose. what
And
they
all,
want.
yeah,
I mean, cause you could make a little variety too,
yeah,
so that if
Yeah.
somebody doesn't like. Or has a milk allergy, they can't do
or
chocolate.
they just don't like chocolate,
Yep.
it's out there.
I have a question. I don't know. I mean, it probably not like it'd have to be expensive, but even you could do like maybe like not a giant, but like a gift basket with variety. So you could always do that, and like they could pick
I
stuff
think it-
or the little bags is nice too. I'm just throwing it out there maybe because that way it's like
Well, I think the
Yeah,
hard
whatever.
part about gift bag is because you're not doing like just the cafeteria, you're doing
Yeah.
like 3 different departments.
So the food.
Yeah.
Cafeteria, would it have to? So like during Winterfest, you know how the offices
where,
make those
yeah,
big
it would have to
baskets?
be like. Commercial.
Thank you for listening.
Sorry.
You're fine. Why don't we just do a big basket for each department with random little things, whether it be hot chocolate, candy, whatever. And then deliver one basket per department, so here, police, here, maintenance, here,
So it
whatever,
was,
and then we can like build them that,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
then they can be one specialized. We only
that's
need
what I was thinking, Beckett. Yeah.
so, like, the
Okay.
police one, for example, only needs enough stuff for however many people are in the
right,
department. And then we can focus on the maintenance crew, who's like 30 plus people,
right.
and then whatever, and then we don't have to worry about getting them on one spot.
And you could drop it off just so that whoever is the head of that department,
Right.
and they can pass it out.
Because even if it's like a break room or something and it's like a nice basket of like whatever brought to you by SGA, thank you for the
And
meeting
we can
semester.
do like a mix of things, there can be like snacks in there can be, we should do a card for each of them. Stuff like that, you know what I mean?
So if we're doing 3 baskets, what do you think our budget should be?
Well, the custodial basket will be like more than.
Yeah, I think you
right.
gotta figure how much per person you wanna spend.
Right.
Yeah, so. Brian, do you wanna work on the list together during the week? And we can come back and next week and have a more concrete idea.
No, do we wanna assign people to this?
Were you?
Like a micro committee? Are you interested?
I will volunteer for that same committee.
You wanna? Alright, Beckett. Warren, I'll take one more. Anybody?
I could, but I just like, we'll figure out, yeah, I can do that. Just someone remind me.
And then I'll just oversee, how's that? Great.
Yeah.
We'll just see that.
I'll help out, why not?
So, who's heading that? So we can
I'll
come
take
up with a
one.
date, so can you come up with a meeting date or
Yeah.
start an email for us?
So are you gonna have like you should have a proposal for your next meeting,
I will, that
which is
good.
next week,
I can do that.
which means you need to talk to the department heads.
Yep.
And find out how many are in each department.
Yep.
So facilities is a little trickier because you have your night people
Mhm.
who report, all the maintainers report to John Bergeron.
Yep.
But everybody else reports to Glenn Fox.
Okay,
And John also reports to Glenn.
so I'll go, so where's Glenn's office?
Glenn is down in the basement.
Down in the
John is down in the basement too.
Got it.
Everyone's.
Well, I will rest them both up here on the first floor.
Alright.
As well.
I'm
not sure this last.
yeah, we're gonna get through this. The end of the semester SGA party, we thought about maybe having it at the Colonial, at the restaurant, in Gardner, that would be Friday.
You're gonna be
The
saying the
19th,
nineteenth as
right, the
opposed,
19th.
because the 18th, we can't meet, well, Beckett, we can't have this room and Beckett is in the trustees. Cause they moved their time to 3 p.m. So we talked about at the last meeting, moving it to, and doing like a fun time, like a kind of more of a gathering.
Yeah.
And maybe starting here. Mid-morning and, doing games or whatever, and then heading over to the Colonial when the restaurant opens.
And
at
we'll
noon.
dress nice, everybody, it's a nice place. What, can we table that till next week to vote on that and stuff?
Yeah, I think everybody should just be thinking about that, whether they like that idea. And there was some conversation about doing like a Yankee swap.
Mhm.
So everyone needs to consider whether they want to do that or not. And if so, come up with a
Last on
to
new
the
business, Angel will be leaving us next semester, so that treasurer position will be open, so if you're interested in
how
that.
dare you, Angel.
Start pulling that stuff together, and we'll discuss that next week as well.
It'll be more work than I.
Can I also say, I know, I don't know if all of you have registered for spring classes yet. Is anybody that's going to be here in the spring not registered yet? Because we need to start talking about
Meeting time.
this meeting day and time for the spring. So I need to start finding that information for everybody. So
Yeah, see, I'm all registered, so you'll be able to see mine, obviously, so.
is anyone not registered? Mitchell, Christina, you're registered?
Yep, I'm all registered.
Tomorrow, 10 a.m. on
Yes.
Zoom, Dave Kelly, be there, be square,
Yes.
and meeting adjourned.
Can we say I do it? Wait, Sam, one more thing.
Meeting adjourned.
Yay.
Yes. Good job, guys.
No, that was horrible. Oh, yeah.
Thank you.
Fortunately, I have to miss.
Alright, I am running. Oh, you're on the back too, aren't you?
Or I'm gonna stay for a bit.
That's so.
What do you have to do?